Hey, here are some guidelines to keep in mind when interpreting your dreams. Number one, every character that shows up in your dream is an aspect of yourself. Number two, the language of the unconscious is symbols and images, so any people or phenomena in your dreams aren't necessarily always interpreted literally. Meaning, if you dream about your mother, dream is not telling you about your mother per se, but rather about some aspect of your own mind which reminds you of her, or something else entirely that she may signify for you. 3. Dreams will point to things we normally don't want to face or confront consciously. They can include shocking revelations about ourselves, but in order to protect our conscious mind, the unconscious is representing such things through symbols and metaphors. Learning dream language is like learning any other language. It takes some time and effort, but once you do, an entire dimension of your inner reality will become open to you. It is the best kind of oracle that you can possibly consult. 4. Symbols in dreams are on one hand universal as they belong to the domain of collective unconscious. However, your personal way of interpreting some symbols can override universal interpretation. After all, dreams are letters from your unconscious directed to you, your conscious awareness. Therefore, when interpreting dreams, look both to your own understanding of symbols and to the collective interpretation to decipher the message. You can consult books on symbolism for the latter, which draw from the domain of mythology, religion, psychology, and so on. 5. Dreaming about a house or a dwelling is often a symbol of your psyche. It is where your consciousness resides. So contents in the basement will reflect and point toward that which is under the surface of your awareness, whatever is in your unconscious. And upper floors will represent your waking consciousness. 6. Dreams are always forward-looking, meaning they're not about the past. Rather, they're indicating what is currently bubbling deep inside you, in your unconscious. And as a result, what sorts of results and reactions you're to expect coming up on the surface soon, in the form of your emotions, reactions, coping mechanisms, and psychosomatic effects. And thus, it offers you a clue how to prepare to efficiently navigate such landscapes. 7. Dreaming about memories or locations associated with your childhood likely points to an aspect of your mind that is inhabited by your inner child, meaning that part of you that still views the world through the eyes of a vulnerable child rather than through the eyes of an adult. As such, it may give you a clue about what aspect of yourself requires tender loving care, attention, and healing. 8. Whatever comes to you in a dream is either a way for your mind to purge and vent aspects of your waking reality, or it's something that your unconscious is putting across as needing your conscious attention. If you work with your dreams over time, you will learn how to distinguish between the two. 9. How you interpret your dreams will not only depend on symbols that show up, but also on the context and your emotional state in a dream. Same symbol can be interpreted differently depending on how it plays out and what feelings it evokes. So for instance, if you dream that you're being chased by sharks and you're in a state of panic, you will interpret that differently than if you're dreaming that you are riding a shark and you're having a time of your life. 10. Your shadow manifests in your dreams as an actual shadow figure or as a symbol that represents something or someone primitive, savage, wild, unappealing, or terrifying. Shadow is often appearing as the person of the same sex as the dreamer. Now, if you're not familiar with the shadow, it's an unconscious and repressed aspect of our being that includes desires, instincts, and emotions that are socially unacceptable, personally uncomfortable, or it's something that wasn't allowed to be expressed in our childhood, leading us to suppress it for the sake of being accepted by our parents, peers, or others. So shadow could be both positive and negative, but it is that part of ourselves we deny and neglect, which causes us lots of problems, delusions, and twisted perception of reality. And we all have it. 11. Characters who are the opposite sex than the dreamer may represent animus or anima. Now, these concepts require a lot of unpacking, but for the sake of simplicity, we could view them as our own rational, logical capacity, animus, or emotional, irrational, intuitive faculty, anima. These in turn have a great impact on how we view and relate to the opposite sex. 12. You can ask your unconscious to give you guidance through your dreams to help you resolve any life dilemma. Unconscious is an incredible reservoir of wisdom, and it is said that solutions to all our problems are contained therein. Dreams will show you possibilities and opportunities where you previously saw none. It's a superior way of thinking outside of the box. 13. You can resolve your dreams through the method of active imagination. Basically, you can simply close your eyes and go to the memory of your dream, and then continue the dream situation in your waking state using your imagination and seeing what comes up next automatically, but without generating intentional images and narratives. Then you can record this and interpret it in the same way as you would your dreams. The reason for this is because both dreams and imagination are two natural pathways for bridging the gap between conscious and unconscious mind. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.